Hello, good evening, guys. Selamat petang to all. We are back on a Friday night, 9:30. How was the week? Hopefully, everyone doing good. Okay, before I start, let me just bring in my co-host for the day, Bang Din. How are you?
Apa khabar? Good bro, how
Khabar
are you?
baik. Look
Wah,
excited and good.
Blackburn Rovers cantik je situ.
Biasalah, Blackburn.
Good one, good
Bin,
one.
nampak gaya today we got hot people inside. Go and talk
Oh
about who?
yeah,
One team all the way
the
from
team,
London.
the team. Better than
Which
Arsenal.
team?
Any day better than Arsenal.
Oh yeah, of course lah. Memang Arsenal now whipping boys today. No more today.
We don't talk silent. Hi
Okay, I
man.
mean, to everyone, before I start the show, let's do a welcome. Okay, guys, welcome to Footy Talk. Don't forget, it's a show by the fans for the fans. First of all, need your favors all out there to help subscribe and follow our pages. We're on all the platforms: Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and YouTube. Okay, try it out. Come inside. But yeah, also before we bring in our guests, we would like to also give a shout out to our sponsor of this year, which is Footsie. Thank you so much to Footsie. Footsie is also covering all our KFT network shows for this year, which is inclusive all of it. You can name it. The Cop Talk, Footy Talk, Double Stand, Shade of Blades, Rumor Has It, and all out there. Go and check it out. This app, download it. It will just suit all your football needs. Okay?
iOS and Android Play Store both pun ada.
Yes. Again, thanks you, Footsie, for trusting in us. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
talking about Footsie, we have someone from Footsie at the back. Let's bring him in.
Siapa tu? The
Siapa tu?
legend.
We have Tajwid here from Footsie.
Hello
Hi,
bang.
Hi,
hi,
Tajwid.
Vinod.
Hello
Hi,
bang
Vinod.
Lee.
Hi,
Hi.
How
Bandin.
are you? Hello
Thanks,
bang.
thanks a lot. Hi, Bandin. I suka dengar yang you cakap tadi. The only team from London better than us now.
Of
Okay.
course.
I mean, with all due respect, Spurs is Spurs, lah, you know. They gotta respect them for that, lah, you know. Yeah.
It's still the Spurs. Anyway, Tajwid, thanks for the show and thanks for sponsoring us for this season.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thanks,
Hopefully
Azwin. Thanks a lot.
we can have more in the future.
Sure.
Sure, bro. Thank you so much.
Let's bring in the next one inside. Nick Tay, another Spurs
Hi,
fan
good
from Malaysia
evening.
Spurs. Good evening,
Hi,
Nick.
good
Nick, why
evening,
you hiding
Vinod.
your face?
Huh? This?
Why you hiding your face? Okay. Kau nampak clear sikit.
Now better.
Okay, sorry,
Yes.
sorry.
So how? You also feel excited that you guys are above Arsenal this time?
Of course, we've been above them for quite a few seasons already. Okay.
Yeah lah. I think now Arsenal
So
is like...
it's just
No,
it's
no, but
become a
Mr.
norm.
Nick, the thing is, not only you, there's 18 teams above them. You know, so yeah, it's nice to see that also, lah. I think from the Spurs point of view, I guess.
Okay, let's bring in Mod Razak all the way from BLP FC.
Hello
Thanks for...
guys.
Hello.
Selamat
Hello,
malam.
Mod. Selamat malam. Terima kasih for accepting kita punya invite for the
No
show.
problem. No problem. No
Oh,
problem.
we have another all hardcore Spurs fans in the show hari ni. Banyak takut ni.
The best team in London walaupun West Ham dekat atas sekarang, tapi we are still the best team in London now.
Oh,
Alamak.
West Ham tu tak lama lah kan. Kejap lagi nanti dia akan kena turun lah kan. Spurs will take over.
Most
Thank
important,
you.
Arsenal is way down there. Arsenal is way down there.
Arsenal nombor 3 lah. Come on lah.
Kejap.
3 from
Kita di
bawah.
bawah.
Arsenal
I
tu
tak
siapa?
cakap. I tak cakap.
Arsenal tu siapa? Dia
Arsenal-
main lagi kat Premier League
No,
Ke dah pergi
Arsenal
Championship?
Arsenal was top of table, you know, opening day.
Right.
Yes.
Lepas
Before
tu,
the season
top of
start.
table clash dah hancur lah. Ayuh.
Dia Arsenal setiap musim memang top of table first day. Lepas tu
Yes.
dia bye-bye.
I
Okay
say
guys,
no more.
let's get it inside there straight away. Talking about Arsenal. But it's been a new life. Sekarang Nuno dah sampai. Taking over from Jose. Macam mana reaction dia, Mood? How's the anticipation? How's the atmosphere like?
Okay, ramai yang tak tahu. Many people didn't know, but the moment Jose was announced, or Maureen was announced as the manager, I stopped watching. I announced on my social media, I stopped watching. I took a sabbatical. The moment siapa nama dia was appointed or he was booted out, I came back last season. So last season I only saw about 6 matches.
Right, Nathan.
Very good.
Ryan Mason datang balik dia took
Ryan
over the
Mason,
last.
I just cannot get along with Mourinho sebab I think he's vile lah. I think he's vile. So with Nuno in, I remember Spurs fans masa they were talk about apa ni Jose out. Ada yang mention Nuno in, ada yang nak Nuno. So now I've seen him play a few games, pre-season and a couple of season games. Last night I thought it was really interesting. He always plays with the back three, he likes the back three himself. And I think yesterday, okay lah, third-rate opposition, tapi the way, the fluidity that I saw, the opportunities that were created, and the new boys that were playing, I rasa we have. With Nuno, I think we have a better chance of finishing way higher than we did last season. And also, I think maybe dare I say this one cup this year for Spurs.
The Conference League. Adakah itu Conference League dia tahun ni?
Why not? I mean, it's been a while. Okay lah, kita menang Audi Cup lah. Kita menang Audi Cup. Okay lah, Audi Cup lah tu.
Asal ada cup kan. Satu tim tu dah
tapi
lama
under
menang cup
Nuno
juga.
expectation, yes, if you ask me about expectation, I think I'm going to expect Nuno to push his brand of football, which is not necessarily the most inspiring kalau tengok dengan Wolves, tapi there's a lot of energy lah. I know there's a lot of energy in his style of play, and based on yesterday's game, and not necessarily the first game, Man City. Man City punya game tu, yes. I think under Nuno you will see a Spurs that we are more familiar with, closer to Pochettino era.
Okay, that's nice. Nick, macam mana for you? You rasa with Nuno would replicate dia punya style of play with Wolves, or he's going to do something different with Spurs, with the players kat Spurs now?
Okay, basically, when Nuno was with Wolves, actually I quite like his style of play there. Quite physical, aggressive, straightforward. So basically, if it comes to Spurs, actually for me, I've seen him play now competitively. Actually, I'm quite happy with what he has brought to Spurs lah. Basically, if you look at it, basically we have not lost. Okay. We won MCT, okay. In fact, in terms of versus the Conference League yesterday, it was we won the battle. Although it's first game was we lost 0-1 at Portugal, but we beat them. It's not a loss. Well, to me, it's not a loss. Okay. So last week we beat Wolves. Okay. So basically, he did well. To me, he started off very well. Okay. In terms of the style of play you are asking, I think he will more or less. What I see is basically it's almost the same as what he has put onto Wolves. But with Spurs, with our players with a bit of a flair, I think that will be added on to the game. The game of how Nuno want to play it this season. Hello? You get me? Hello?
We're not going to
Minta maaf, I was on mute
Again.
Yeah.
I'm back again. Yeah, got you. I mean, the flair. Correct. Let's hopefully, they have been quite solid for the last two games in the Premier League. Actually, you can say 2 clean sheets. Nicking off against with Spurs, with City was great. Tazwik, for you macam mana? You know.
Okay, for me, it's totally agree with what Mahmud said earlier. Even though it's like macam very early to say, but from the game that play, even though against Manchester City, kita tahu this Nuno is a bit creative. He can now build more a new formation with the any whatever the other player around him. So he didn't stick with one. He always create a new formation with the player available on that day. So what we can see, he's famous with 3-4-3, tactical. But when he play Man City, he play with 4-3-3 against. He play Son as a false nine. He has Dele Alli and Hotberg to nullify the build up from Man City and force them to play long ball from the defense to the Mahrez and Grealish. So it's easier for Spurs, to cut back their attack. So hopefully to see more from Nuno. To build up with Kane, since good news that Kane is staying.
Kita simpan
So,
Kane punya news kejap lagi.
Yep.
Kane
So
too.
with that player available, I hope to see more goals created by Nuno teams. What can
Kane
see
came
here?
Kane came back today morning dah 2 gol dah.
Ya, betul. That's why kita nak
They
tengok
could have had
EPL.
He could have had 4 malah. The first 20 seconds there was one opportunity. The pass from Romero, and then there was one where he couldn't finish lah. But no, the one that Hill took a shot. He could have passed to Kane lah, but they could have been 4.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I hope to see more like what I can say is like macam team yang lengkap. I mean, to complete set of team player that playing against Watford this weekend. With Kane available, we have Son, Bedouin. I hope to see Barangil to have a chance to play. So will be more available option for Nuno.
Who do you all think player akan dapat? That means the player akan benefit the most with Nuno coming inside.
But you can see now Dele Alli and Lucas Moura to be given more extra time. You can see with Nuno, you nampak Dele play more defensive, more deep with dia punya brilliant tackles, and then he is actually like a midfield box to box.
Dia sudah jadi Predator 2.0 dah.
Yeah. So I nampak benefit to Dele Alli and Lucas Moura.
You see, a lot of our players are very attacking minded. Brian Hill, of course, we talk about Lucelso, and of course Lucas Moura. So under the right leadership, under the right coaching, you will get them to perform at the highest level. And again, I go back to last night's game and the game before that. You can see that there is that idea that they're trying to form this attacking strength from Nuno's strategies using the strength of the players. So to me, players yang dulu Dele Alli, we mentioned Dele Alli just now. I do wish Lamela was still in the team, but and I think he can flourish. But I think there are a couple of players who will definitely flourish under Nuno, and I think Kane will again, the one season wonder of Spurs a few seasons ago, one season wonder. I was one of them. I was one of them and got this guy too small, but then he built up, and I'm happy he's here. So I think a lot of players will benefit under Nuno. What do you think?
But I personally just want to ask one question to anyone here. Under Jose Mourinho, Dele Alli was actually the sad story. He was always, even I forgot that he had the long hair after that. I even forgot he had long hair because I just hardly see him in anything, only in the Europa League ties, and that's about it. So if now with Nuno around, Dele Alli is definitely going to have a lot of influence in the team. But you think that Dele Alli and Son and Kane partnership, you think this is the moment for them to flourish with Nuno's style of playing?
Yes. Basically, talking about Ali, you see, for the past 2 games he's been putting in terms of distance covered, he's the one that covered the most amongst the players on the field. So you can see, actually, Ali to me, he's the kind of player that he plays if you, he likes to have fun on the field. So if he likes the style of play of the manager, of the coach, he will give it all. so it can be seen, it's been translated what he has gave in the past 2 games. So basically, I think for all the while, Ali, Son, and the combination Ali, Son, and Kane has been they gel well together. So I see actually honestly that day when Nuno sub out Son and brought in Kane, I could see a bit of disappointment on Ali's face. Basically, I think he was expecting that they could play the triangle again. So that's why I see that basically they are very much looking forward to play together again in that system, and of course, I've seen results from them. That's
Yeah,
my
I mean,
point of view.
Ali, there are various opinions on Ali, like even among Malaysia Spurs fans. Ada yang don't like him, ada yang love him. He's the type of player who is the temperamental type that if you have the right emotional management with him, he's going to perform. I was there when he scored that wonderful goal at Palace.
That Palace, the flick.
Yes, yeah, the flick. I was there. I was watching with the away fans. That kind of Ali is not a fluke. He has scored those kind of goals, those kind of special goals before. If he has the right manager, if he's the right teammate, if he's the right motivation, this guy can fly.
Yeah, that Ali, we can remember that season he was just crazy.
Yes,
Semua tempat dia ada. He was sneaky kiri kanan atas belakang. You guys, let's just jump to the comment section kejap.
This season, what I think from the past 2 matches on Ali, I'm quite happy with him because he drops back. I think last season with Mourinho, he definitely, I think he gone through really a downtime. I think what this season he has learned a bit. I see a bit more maturity in his game, and he is willing to drop back down and help out the defense, which is I'm quite impressed with his contributions to the team for the past 2 games.
Yeah, I mean Ali has been great. You can see. Let's hope he comes back to his old scoring because we need him back in England. Hopefully England next year can bring back and win the World Cup.
He's working hard on that. You can see.
We have comment from Rizwan. From Liza, thanks for watching the show. Spurs has stuff to talk about there. Oh Lord.
This guy is just ribbing me. He's my cousin. He's ribbing me. Arsenal fan. Patut dia bengang.
Arsenal fan. Oh no. Arsenal.
No Arsenal
There's some comment from Arsenal fans also. There's some comments coming in.
See from Dave. Tazwik, I like your jacket.
Thank you.
Shit, betul tak handsome.
Thank you, Syed.
We have here from Roslan. Come on, you Spurs.
Darren, thank you for watching, Darren.
A lot of fans, Ahmad.
Wood is third. Dave goes on to Hammers. Oh, this guy. Second team is Hammers.
Oh, I see.
Shahizad,
President,
come on, you
Mr.
Spurs.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah, we have all the Malaysian Spurs here. How shitty you are when you could not qualify for either conference.
Cikgu Rotan is attacking Arsenal.
Nice one.
Arsenal has been. Let's not go. I think they have fallen to the Crystal Palace league, or maybe Palace will perform better. We never know. We have one question. Nuno was a good appointment by Spurs, but I think he need more signings to suit his style of play. We'll come to that question. Losing Lamela was a bad decision. Syed Putra, hello. Oh, we have a comment from Sashi. Come on Spurs. Last season under Mourinho also started so optimistically. As usual, same old 3 Harry Kane. Oh, this is an Arsenal fan. Do you guys, anyone want to take this up?
Anybody want to comment?
Do you want to take it up?
Well, Spurs will start optimistically. Of course, most teams will not start optimistically, but isn't it important to start well? It is very important to start well. You know why? Last season, okay, I want to put out last season, but last season is a COVID season. It was different. People playing without fans, many things. I'm just going to put it aside. Tapi, it's important to start well. It's very, very important to start well. I know his point is you start well, then you falter. But come on. I remember the Spurs I was watching back in the 90s, back in the 80s. The Spurs that I'm watching today, I know people say nobody gives a damn who comes in second. Tapi number 2, we were number 2 at one point. You know, and I was in London at that deciding game. I was in London and watching, right? So I think Spurs is different today. Spurs is different today. And whether you're a National fan and you want to say that we're still behind you, there hasn't been a Tottenham day for a while. Okay.
I think, but just a question to all you guys, Spurs fans here, with all due respect, Pochettino. I think the moment he actually took Spurs, do you all think that he has transformed Spurs to a certain force right now, compared to the previous managers, the Pochettino? Because Arsenal were always boasting that they are the best in England, I mean London. So I think when Pochettino took over, looks like there was a transformation. You know, so do you think that Pochettino is considered macam the hallmark of the improvement plan in Spurs for Mourinho and also Nuno to take over?
I'll take this one first, Nick and Tazwin, I'll take this one first. It was a project. You always remember, Poch always said the project. He knew it was a project. It was a project that included the stadium, that included building the capacity of the players, bringing in new players. You're right. Pochettino was the turning point, maybe like the inflection point where Spurs became a really serious threat. People used to just write off Spurs, but once Pochettino had a full season with us, you can see that people were saying Spurs is no longer the team that you can just brush aside. You know, I would say that Pochettino is the tipping point for Spurs, and there are still many thousands, maybe perhaps even millions of fans who still wish that he will come back one day and finish the job.
I mean, yeah, I think there's still a lot of fans that is hoping for another entry of Poch, because the way that Poch have done things.
Yeah.
Talking about Poch, I mean, there's one guy who flourished maximum under Poch, Harry Kane, and he has just said he's staying back. Tazwin, macam mana? Do you all feel that it was the best decision for Spurs?
Yeah, it's good actually to hear Kane staying. It's a bit like macam a bit problem at first bila ada rumours that saying Kane going somewhere else. Yeah, his personal ambition, he want to go out, he want to try and win something on his best football ever. I mean, at his age now. People was saying last time, I still remember he's one kind of like wonder season player. So he goes like for every season he score a lot of goal, playing at his best. He can play out to midfield and create chances to Son. He been been great partnership with Son. No, what I can see, I'm happy to see Harry Kane staying in Spurs. I don't mind. It's not an issue kalau dia tak his lack of mind or his mind going somewhere else. Is I think is normal to every player, professional player. As long he has a respect to the club and the fan club, I think he will give everything he has to the club.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
Okay,
I think. Yeah, Dinesh.
Yeah, just a question to Abang Nazri also. Huh? I mean, we have seen this type of scenario previously with United, where Ronaldo wants to go to Madrid. The rumors came out, and then he says he's going to stay by United for one season, and then the next season he goes off, right?
Yeah.
So, is this going to be a permanent full stop for maybe the next few years that he's going to stay back in Spurs? Or you think that let's see what happens after the season? Is it the scenario? How's the scenario for Kane right now?
I think I don't know what he has chat with Daniel Levy or Nuno, but what I can see, I think he's going to give Spurs a chance for this season with Nuno coming and have something different from Mourinho's regime last season. So from my opinion, he will staying for one season and see what happen. He actually wanting Spurs to go the highest level, to layak masuk Champions League, to win something with Spurs, which is I think he's been like long times with Spurs. So at least he gets something with Spurs in a way. So I think that's why he's still staying with Spurs and try to win something. But I can see if he didn't, he will might leave next season before it's too late for him personally.
Okay,
Because
let's
from
see.
like Nick, maybe I have a question for you also. With now Harry Kane staying and Dele Ali is back on form, with Son is always firing, all right? So, do you think this Tottenham front trio is going to be like exploring this season? Because last season Dele Ali was still a fringe player, but this season he's back. So, what do you think? This front three, can they make an impact?
Nick, you there?
Nick, then?
Okay. Basically, as I said earlier, they have been combining very well for previous seasons. So I don't see a problem with them combining well again. The goals will flow in. With basically, okay, we have been seeing last season with Kane, Son providing the combination and the goals. We was only Ali was not. We didn't see much of him. But if Ali is back on his form, having fun again, I don't see any problem that the old Ali that making in goals, those overhead kicks, all those tremendous, beautiful goals to come back again. But what I'm seeing in Spurs, I was hoping, honestly, I was hoping for me was to see the Adama Traore deal to go through. Because I've been seeing actually we need another flanker on the right side that actually can push the ball up higher. That will actually free up the three of them even more. But sadly, as I read today, like the deal is gone cold now. So I think for me, he has to find another solution to see what we can do to penetrate more from the right hand side to free up these three guys. They will bring in the goals for me.
Nice. Wait, what do you think? We have one here from Shade who mentioned that Kane could still leave. That's my take. First one goes on and saying staying for the summer for this summer.
Well,
What
he
do you
did say
feel?
staying for the summer.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just going to go back to May this year when Kane played the last game and he was clapping in the stadium. Everybody, even the commentators, every Spurs fan was saying, "We're happy to see him leave to go and win something," because at that we felt he deserved something, and I hold by that. A lot of people are attacking him because of the way he treated the situation. I don't. There's only one way you can deal with Daniel Levy, and that is
Yeah.
to threaten him. How many players have done it to him and gotten their way, right? So to me, he wanted to win something. He is 28. He is a bit injury prone. He's a proven goal scorer. So am I going to hold it against him that he wants to leave and he made quite a drama about it? That's the only way you can negotiate
Daniel Levy.
with Daniel Levy. I'm happy he stayed because he is a proven goal scorer. He may have some downs in terms of his performance, but you tell me which team will not want Harry Kane at the right price? Any team will want him. So I'm very happy that he's there. But yes, side is right. He may still go. So if come January, things are looking not too bad, not too good. There might be some takers. Again, it's down to our chairman, Daniel Levy, unfortunately.
I think Kane brings a different dimension. I think he has given his all out lah. And you can see the way macam Kane plays. Like dia dah jadi the new DNA of Spurs.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's
so
a
we have
Gerrard in Liverpool.
yeah, he is. So even when he leaves, Chaka he leaves, so everyone's like, okay lah, he's done everything. No grudges hold back. Let's go.
Yeah.
We have one interesting of Charizard. City is no more interested with Ronaldo, so Spurs gonna buy him.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
this
buy Shahizan instead of Ronaldo.
no, but as the thing is, right now things are floating around as we speak that City has dropped off from Ronaldo. So don't you think it's the right time for them to do a panic buy on Harry Kane? And if they are going to do, I mean, would you all even leave him for 150 million? Do you think it's worth it, or maybe you want more?
No. I think if let's say you look at one side, if let's say you want to bring some profitable on the other on other part of things, you can bring Ronaldo in. You can make some profit on it to be like celebrities one time in Spurs. But I don't see I mean he will shine in or fit to the Spurs team. I don't see any way he can be in. Tak nampak pun. Dia dah tua lah. I rather buy Mood to play with Spurs rather to get Ronaldo play with us. But in a part of it, I will have Ronaldo to make profit for me. Because he's been celebrity, he's been famous in the world. Now people will love him to have his merchandise or something like that. But to play and to get the team, I mean play times in our team is I don't think so.
I want to pick on Nick's comment about Adama Traore. That guy is super fast. I don't know how he can run that fast when he's that big. But I see his finishing is a problem. But in the wing, yes, Nick is right. I think he will be an asset for Spurs. If it's almost a no deal now. But on the wings, Adama Traore can be a super player. Chuma, if he's that fast, he might get there before the strikers get there, and then you have nothing lah.
Before Kane get there.
Before Kane gets there. Jaya Kamtan Selangor tahun 80-an. Dia tu lah lari. Kau tak dapur. But I think he might. I never liked his style of play. But I think if we need speed on the flanks, Adama Traore can do. He can score goals lah, the odd goal or two. But I like Adama Traore as much as I criticize him. I think he can be a good addition to the wing.
Yeah, I mean, talking about additions of the team, with Kane staying back, siapa yang kau rasa yang you need to target? Transfer window got another 3 to 4 days. So do you rasa will there be any more movements in your squad ke Nuno dah finalize? Ini lah squad utama saya tahun ni.
Nuno dah finalize ke? Daniel Levy dah finalize. If it is going to be typical Spurs, on the last day, you will buy some player which is you haven't heard of, Jensen, tiba-tiba je masuk Jensen, and then it could be like but I do not know whether we should target anything at the moment right now or build around it. If Nuno is happy, he seems to be happy. I think we have a team which is more than solid to challenge for honours this season.
Okay. Well, we have one comment here asking about one person. I think anak favourite Spurs juga lah lately. Our beloved Harry Winks, keep or sell? We have from Iri.
Okay, I say I'm not a fan of Harry Winks, although last time he had a very nice pass. I don't see him maturing to the level of Harry Kane or level of other significant players. I must say he was good, maybe in patches 1 season ago or 2 seasons ago. I don't know. I know a lot of Malaysia Spurs fans. Yusri Safri one is a huge fan of Harry Winks. But I personally think that he can be spare change.
Ya, sebab Harry Winks tiba-tiba jadi macam kena wing. Mana budak ni tak jumpa pun. Missing action deals.
I actually very frustrated with him actually last season. I nampak dia, I geram pasal dia cuma pas tepi, pas belakang. Itu je. I don't know whether any other club trying to buy him. I hope so. Or else he has to change.
Mourinho, loved him last season because of what he was doing. Side back pass.
But I think
My
every
personal view
manager
also,
ada different things lah.
Wings has stagnated like Kane. It's also, I think it's good for him to actually to move to another club to actually to try out new things. I read today, I think there was a bid coming in. I think I heard lah. Hopefully it's true lah. From I think Villa or something. I just read just now. So I think it's good for him to, because basically his game has stagnated. So for him to progress further, I think it would be a good move for him also lah. Okay.
For me,
Okay.
actually, I think we need hopefully we have one more striker and one more defender. New one, hopefully.
Defender, striker. So we got one from Kishan here. Sell Sissoko.
Sissoko going to Watford, I think.
Oh,
Hopefully.
confirm.
Confirm. Going to
Okay.
Watford.
Sissoko was our new player 2 seasons ago, 1 season after he joined. He joined on
Oh,
one
yeah.
season. He never performed.
I like that.
The following season, he became the new player.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I like the
Yeah.
optimism there.
Yeah,
But okay,
I remember that coach
I
bought
got one.
him and then couldn't play. Then suddenly he came back.
Yeah, I just got one question for the Spurs buddies here. Okay, let's put things to perspective. If let's say Harry Kane leaves, who do you think is the perfect replacement for Kane to fit Spurs?
I think right before your answer, I want to tell you know why someone beside me keep telling Harry Kane leave, Harry Kane leave. Because his team got no striker, so he wants to get a striker. So he's trying to persuade Spurs to sell. Else they cannot win any title, right? Dinesh?
Gua Bayern Munich fan lah, Bayern Munich lah. No, but it's always interesting to know from
I
Spurs
missed
fan point of view.
Dinesh's question. I missed the question. There was some connection issue. What was the question?
The question is, in case Harry Kane leaves Spurs, maybe come next season for a big amount of money to maybe a big club. So, who do you think, from a Spurs point of view, fan point of view, is the right person to spend and buy to replace him in the market right now?
Tazwid, silakan dulu.
I hopefully I think I tak nampak sangat, but what I can think of is like Dusan Vlahovic maybe.
Oh, itu that nama.
Maybe the Fiorentina player I think kan, striker.
Fiorentina.
So
Yes,
I think Dusan will be a good bet, or maybe Martinez from Inter, right?
Lautaro.
Those two that I come across lah, I nampak, but the rest I tak boleh think of yet lah.
Anthony Martial ada tak?
Kita akan bagi bagi semua.
I would just bagi semua. Actually, I like him, and I also like the guy who went to West Ham last season. Siapa nama dia? Loan from United.
Antonio.
Oh, Jesse Lingard.
I like
Jesse Lingard.
this. I like this. I think he, and of course, probably a forgotten name in United. Depay. I thought Depay was also somebody that I rated.
Yeah, I think
himself.
first fight to bid for him also, right? Tapi
Yeah.
he preferred to go for.
Yeah. Bandin, talking about the Martial, I rasa janganlah cerita pasal Martial, nanti Serena menangis lah. Serena, if you hear,
Okay.
seriously Bandin want to sell your favorite player.
No, Abang Razif, I tell you one thing. Tahun ni season ni I dah bertaubat. I tak nak cakap apa pun pasal Martial. I dah diam.
You just mention his name.
Taubat.
Taubat. I tak nak.
Serena,
pergi orang.
take his word. Serena, take his word.
Tapi mulut ni tak boleh kontrol tau. Tapi saya diam je. Nanti hidup marah dengan I, saya diam je.
Ada ni Syed kata JDT nak beli Wings.
Jadi,
JDT, yeah, of course.
Wait, aside from that, so do you all feel? But I can see this season nampak from starting. How do I pronounce the name? Tan Ganga, is it?
Tanganga.
Looks like Duno has made dia jadi makeshift right back. So things that will Spurs go down to buy someone for that position ke? Doherty will come back later.
I think yeah, you're right. After our two best backs left, I think there's a time to refresh lah. And we're playing. Remember, if we keep to Nuno's style of three at the back, you need to have really strong people at the back. I think if there's one more purchase that he should do, is in the defense. But I think he is quite settled with the squad at the moment. But any new additions, I welcome.
That's nice. What about season expectation? Nick, what do you all think this season is going to be like?
For me, basically, my expectation, I think, putting this season as actually rebuilding. So, honestly, I call it a successful season if we qualify to the Champions League. Okay. But for me, it's quite low. If we can win a cup and also Europa, I'd be happy. That's my expectation.
Double cup. That's
One cup lah,
confidence.
Okay, when Nick mentioned the European Cup, too, it would be nice to be the first team to win the Conference League.
Yeah.
The first British team to win the Conference League. Kita was the first British team to win a European title.
European.
It would be nice. Plus, I keep telling the fans, I say, if we can't win the third tier of the European League, malu lah. I look at the grouping. If we cannot get out of the group, then sorry lah. That group, if you cannot get out of that group. I only see three teams that can really challenge us in that in the entire tournament. One of it is Roma. Wouldn't it be perfect if we played Roma in the final and we beat them? Because of the manager.
That will be a fantastic story, right? Imagine going back there. Because if you ask me about my prediction, I think we're going to finish very, very strongly. I think top four is not a problem. Should not be a problem. I like the fact that Nick say cups. I would take a domestic cup, but I would love to win a European Cup, even though it's a third tier. The FAM Cup of Europe. It's still a cup.
It's still
Better
a cup.
than one team that is still a cup, is still in Europe. Better dengan satu team yang tak dekat Europe juga.
Yang tak dekat Europe tu.
Come on, family problem.
Tapi talking about, macam Mood bagi tahu pasal the Europa League. If you look back, group Spurs very straightforward. Slavia, Feyenoord, Maccabi Haifa. And top teams, Roma, Spurs. I tengah tengok Sanwin. Kira FC Copenhagen mungkin nama sana, but tak ada siapa lagi. It's straightforward. Feyenoord.
That's what I said. So, if we don't win this tournament, it would be. It would say a lot lah. It would say a lot. Even as a Spurs fan, you have to mengaku lah. You have to mengaku.
No, I just want to ask. Okay, would you prioritize that Conference Cup or any domestic cup if you were to choose? Because I'm sure Spurs not going to bang in all corners, right? I'm sure the FA Cup and the League Cup. But would you think the Conference Cup would be the best bet for you all to actually get something this season and work on it come next season?
Interesting question. If you put it that way, between the domestic and European Cup, I think there's greater. This might sound out. There's greater bragging rights if you beat somebody and win the FA Cup. If we win the Conference League, it's nice to have. But those kind of things, of course, you can win. That's what people are going to say. Right?
Okay.
So on the bragging rights, I think the domestic cup might give more glamour to it.
More glamour. All right. So that means the Conference Cup is a priority, but a local title is still a number one.
Yeah, end of the day, getting a title back home, especially FA Cup, memang dia mean a lot lah. You got more bragging right. And Conference League will be a sweeter dessert lah, dikatakan.
Kalau
you can go in front of Emirates dengan parade lah. Kan?
Kalau kalahkan United lah FA Cup final, best lah.
Oh Lord. No comments.
Okay.
No comments.
For me, I hope that we actually finish above Arsenal. Kita dah pernah masuk Champions League, kita dah pernah kita ada Kane yang jadi top scorer. What we need now is to actually maintain top of Arsenal, being in top 5 group of the league and win something. That's my hope.
Abang Transfer, you shouldn't be that humble on the live show. You're rubbing salt to a wound there. You shouldn't be there. You already won above Arsenal. The second game you already won. You're above Arsenal. Maybe you should have higher expectation. I want to be above Chelsea or maybe above another West Ham. Arsenal's wounded Tigers. I think Abang, you shouldn't say that. It's very rude of you. I'm very disappointed.
Banding, you are being naughty now. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice this season. I tak nak jadi macam last season.
Oh, okay, wait. We have one comment here. Let's see. See who want to get. Tottenham is a new age Arsenal where aim to finish fourth in the league.
I said we can finish in the top four. Doesn't mean we finish fourth. We could
Yes.
very well be champions.
Zatan, hear it out. Okay, there's one comment from Lisa. Win a trophy or finish above Arsenal in the league? Yang mana satu ni?
Both. Tapi dah biasa atas Arsenal biasanya. Cik Riza.
Dah biasa sangat lah kan. Dah biasa sangat.
Dah biasa sangat.
Dah tak feel lagi lah.
Saya tak nampak Arsenal as a challenge now.
Wah.
Oh, yo.
What is the
that
challenge?
very good.
Abang Tazwid on form, but
I like the question by Ruslan Zairi's comment about Bale leaving 2014.
Yes, correct. Ruslan.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Bale left 2014, the person did not play like Bale. When Kane leaves, don't expect to play with ability. Might be different level player, skill set. Correct. When Bale left, 100 million, you guys spent massive 6 or 7 signing. Everyone anticipated crazy, all gone case. Lamela took, I think, few seasons to perform.
Yeah. So that
I think Ryan Sissenong is the one that they all assume that will be the next Bale, but he seems to be not hitting the gears yet. Do you all see him improving further bawah Nuno? Ke he needs season lebih pergi on loan again?
Sessional. Susah nak cakap. This player, he has the talent set, he has the skill set, but I don't know whether he has what it takes. It's a bit like Harry Kane, Harry
Winks. Yeah, Winks away lah. I got one from Victor. Victor, thanks for keep watching the show. Now that Harry has stayed, make it SHN. Interesting. Stay home notice, aka Son Harry Nombele. Jokes aside, I think.
that's a good one, man.
Jokes aside, the season depends on the same three of Loris, Kane, and Son. Holland and Tackle Berchwing getting chances under Nuno, unlike Mourinho. Yeah, what do you all think? With Dombele, Son, and Harry?
We didn't talk about Son at all in this program. Huh? Actually, Son, if you ask me who is my favorite player right now,
Son.
First, it would be Son. Not because I'm Asian, but I think he's a real world-class player right now. He's a really world-class.
Agree.
Another player,
Not to be Asian, but if Son was a Brazilian or Argentinian by now, he would have been a 200 million.
Yes.
Signing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think he's the unsung hero of Tottenham. You ask me, the unsung hero, because people are so focused on Harry Kane. Tapi I rasa Son Heung-min is the engine. He's the engine of Tottenham Hotspur. Ever smiling like a Ronaldinho, no? Always smiling and playing. So admirable guy.
Yeah, I mean, Son is one great guy. We have one from Lawson. We're giving us very good comments here. Replace Kane is placing one Gary Lineker with a grand hoarder passing ability. This guy scores and assists. Very true.
It's true. You can see, like I said, can play on the center forward, or he can play deep on the midfield and still able to have a good dead pass ability. That's what I'm like about Kane. He's not like Nistroy, who is a great poacher. He's able to get the ball deep and play forward to other player, and his pass is brilliant.
And remember
You can
last season, Kane last season, a lot of people forget to observe this, 23 goals and 14 assists. That part of his game has suddenly just blossomed. 14 assists. I think Son was 10 and 13, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why Kane is a favorite pick untuk FPL. Sebab he continuously give everyone points.
Kane dengan Son dua-dua pun kita suka.
Bandin, I know you stick with Marshall.
No comments. You can bring it on. No comments. Kita tebal hari ni.
Kita ada satu question pula. Son scares me when Spurs face Liverpool versus Spurs. Yeah, Son is just a massive up
Amazing.
there. Betul-betul massive up there. So guys, before we end up the show today, let's just since you guys are here already, let's just talk about Spurs versus Watford. What's your prediction like? How you all think you're going to take up the game? Nick?
3-0 home ground. Okay, Watford not playing well. Okay, confidently 3-0.
Wow, very confident mood.
If you think that was confident, I was more confident.
Wow.
I think it will be 5-1,
Wow.
and Brian Hill will score his first goal.
Oh, Graham Gill.
He
That's
will
good.
score
Does
his
it
first
looks very
Does it?
calm and composed?
I just
Right.
popping the sticks.
Okay, my prediction will be 5-0. I'll be
Oh.
clean
Another clean sheet.
for us again. Clean sheet for us again. 5-0. I think Lucas will score. Hopefully he's been hardworking player, good dribbler, and I hope to see his score this weekend.
That's nice. Very confident. Okay, guys. I mean, nice having y'all from Malaysia Spurs, all of y'all. Mood, Tazwit, Nick. I think we're coming to the end of the show already. Any last word, guys, to our viewers out there? Can start off with Mood.
Macam apa?
Mood, you can start off. Any last words?
Okay. Yes, I'm very happy that I'm very happy to be on the show. Thank you for having me. For all the Spurs fans out there, I think we have something very good to look forward to. I'm back supporting Spurs in the flesh post Maureen season. So I hope we do win that cup or win something significant this season. And of course, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Yes. We have Nick. Nick, what's your any final say, Nick?
Okay, thank you, Dinesh and Vinod for having us on the show. Okay, basically this season, as I say, looking forward, it's a rebuilding season. Okay, let's see how it goes to the first fans. I think given we are recruiting quite a few young talents, given a bit more time, I think with these talents grooming up well, I think we will possibly stick a better challenge in 2 years to come. Stay cool, stay cool. Okay.
Stay cool. Very composed. Tazwit, before Tazwit go, we want to say thank you again for sponsoring us for this season.
Thank you, Tazwit. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Right. Firstly, thank you, Bang Din. Thank you, Vinod, for having me and my fellow here on this show. Hopefully Nuno will bring some exciting play this season that can make me awake on the middle of night to watch them playing and keep winning. I tak sabar nak tunggu dia lawan Liverpool and Man United personally. There's 2 games that I need to prove something if we win. But okay, part of it, guys, please support my apps, Pushy apps. You can get it from App Store and Google Store. You can use it for free with full features for your team, football team, and for like futsal and football as well. Please support us, Pushy. Remember this. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Tazwit.
guys, out there, you guys just have to go and download. It's available in App Store, Android, App Store, everything. Simple, especially those who are playing with your football teams. Easy to register your team, easy for tracking. It's made by Malaysians for Malaysians. So go out there. It's just for you football fans. Okay, guys, Vinod here. I will be signing off the show today. But before that, I would just like to thank everybody who's watching the show. Thank you so much for following us. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. You know the drill. Just help out. It's just a click of button. Tak susah sangat pun kan. Help us out there. And then don't forget we are back tomorrow with Devil's Day at 5:30 and on Sunday with Cop Talk at 5:30 also. Keep tuning in. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend. And
Thank you,
again,
guys.
thanks Mood, Tazwit, and Nick. Bye.
No
Thank you,
problem.
guys.
Come on, you
Have a good weekend.
Spurs.